Hello everybody, my name is Brian. I'm going to be asking you some questions. Today we're going to figure out what Diego and Lacey doing before the wedding. What we doing tonight of 10/9/2020?
This night was my unplanned bachelor party.
What was your first impression about the bachelor party?
Oh, bachelor party.
Was small. There was only 5 of us there, but
It was very much so COVID oriented.
Yeah, we had a bachelor party in a parking lot above Slow High School, and the views were actually pretty incredible.
it was honestly pretty cool. Like the fact that it was small, and it felt like very appropriate for what we can do right now.
Based on social distancing measures, the lack of being able to go to a bar, the lack of doing anything related to anything remotely typical of a bachelor party was poo-pooed because of COVID.
We got to see the fog kind of rolling in through between Bishop's Peak and Madonna Mountain. But it was a nice little kickback. We social distanced, of course, and it was nice catching up with everybody.
And so what ensued was a parking lot pizza and beer festival celebration,
But also like who Diego is, because he likes to keep it like tight, like a tight circle of people.
it was fun. It was just good quality talking crap and just reminiscing about old times.
Who was invited to the party?
Well, originally, I definitely wanted a big party, something elaborate, like a 3-day weekend or something like that. But unfortunately, because of COVID, I kind of had to downsize. And it wasn't even my idea to really have a party. One day I was just texting Damien and Brandon, and then they wanted to hang out the next time I visit San Luis, and I was like, well, the next time I'm gonna be there is the day before my wedding. And then they're like, so we're having a bachelor party? And then, yeah, I guess so. So that's how it happened. But I wanted to make sure I invited some other people there. So the main people who got this invite was one, my brother, who unfortunately couldn't make it because he was stuck somewhere else and didn't get the chance. And then of course there was Tommy Miller Donnelly. Me and him have been friends forever. We're basically sandbox friends, met in kindergarten or even before pre-K. So there's him. And then of course Damien and Brandon. Both of them, which I've met in math class in high school. One was geometry and the other one was honors geometry. I won't say which one's which. And then last but not least, of course, Matt Graffiti, which he was the person who would be officiating my wedding. So those were the core group, the 5 of us, and we had a really good time.
How did you know the cat?
So I only know of one famous Instagram cat that has one eye, and that is my friend Amber's cat, and the cat is named Kai. So I thought, how many one-eyed cats are there in the world, especially in San Luis Obispo, that I know of? And so
I guess we did get to see some pussy.
Oh, this stray cat, and I was like, "Yo!" Turns out, I think the cat's a guy.
Aren't you
So I think. So it didn't really work out as planned. So the cat came over and was like, "Yo, guys, what are you doing? Do you have any snacks?"
Did you get drunk?
Nope, I did not get drunk. I had probably like 2 drinks, but one of the drinks that Brandon got me definitely put me in a tipsy place. I was feeling it towards the end.
What were you drinking?
I was drinking an apple flavored Izzy drink. Nothing too special. Had a little bit of difficulty opening it up, and I think it kind of exploded on me a little bit. But it was all good. Went great with dinner. I think I had the Firestone tri-tip, which was it's always a treat when I come back to Slow.
How was the food?
Food was awesome. It was Costco pizza provided by me. It was the least I can do at the end of it. Wasn't much, but it was something.
How was the food?
Awful. Costco pizza is awful. But the drinks are good.
You have any last minute advice?
My last minute advice for Diego is
I would tell him that if you aren't doing this already,
with anything, and I know given who Diego is and given his pure love and care and affection for everyone in his life,
stay calm. Remember to have fun. You know, this is all your family and loved ones.
that whenever you're challenged, whether it's by work or a person driving in front of you or your life partner, whenever you feel like you're just reacting to them,
to carry that through your relationship and through your marriage, and you guys will be fine. Because Diego is one of the most genuine dudes and probably the most heartfelt, romantic guys I know.
It's a celebration, and so it's supposed to be a fun celebration. It's not supposed to be stressed at all. Just go with it and enjoy yourself.
Try to take a moment and take a breath and listen to what you're feeling and why you're reacting that way, and also listen to what that person is trying to tell you, because it's really easy to assume that we know what that person is saying instead of letting them tell us what they mean.
And I think that if that carries throughout the relationship, and the care that you put into your friendships and the care that you give the people around you, then everything will be great. So keep doing what you're doing, Diego.
Yeah, that's what I would tell him.
What was Lacey doing?
Lacey, fortunately for her, was having her last Friday class. So she was at Madonna Inn, online, in class. I'm sure she had a fun time as well. Especially since she had 2 new class members that day, with her mom and her brother. So that should have been interesting.
I was at the Madonna Inn the night of 10/9/2020 with my mother and brothers and my brother's girlfriend Maddie.
Were you quiet for Lacey's class, or were you even in the room with her?
I was in the room next to her, and I was quiet most of the time.
Most of the time?
Well, I just asked her if she wanted a Starbucks.
Okay.
Lacey, jump! Jump! Plug your nose! He's got a beak and 2 wings and little legs. I don't think I'm on here right. Where's my drink? Lacey! Don't give my dog drinks. Oh, well, hurry up. We didn't come here for you to sit here and drink. We can't. Slam shot! There's 2 yellow jackets right there. I told you I was going to dump you. Lacey, what? You know I'm part walrus. You don't like okra, right? You want dinner? Then shut up. Big dog. It's just a thriller. Lacey.
And what were you doing that night?
I was in class, actually. I'm in graduate school right now, and so I have class a couple weekends a month, and so I actually had class that weekend of 10-9 and 10-10, so the night of 10-9 I was in class from 6:15 to 8:30 p.m.
Do you have any friends in this class?
Of course I do, yes. I have quite a few friends. I have Tiffany, Roy, Joy.
Did you know Lacey was getting married tomorrow?
Yes. I knew Lacey was getting married because I follow her Instagram, and then I believe Lacey posted like a few Instagram stories with her brother.
Did you participate in class?
I did participate. We all have to participate in some capacity, usually in the chat function, or with class engagement. So yes, I did participate that evening.
Do you think Lacey was paying attention?
Yeah, actually she was.
Yeah.
I was really surprised that she was paying such close attention. She was talking and conversing and everything.
Yeah, I think that's it. And thank you for asking. I know, our team project was kind of one of the reasons for asking that, but I know your memo as well. You can have different knowing, how broad or how narrow to really draw the geographic boundaries. So I appreciate you asking that in that context.
In the class, did she look nervous at all? Like, could you see her?
I honestly, the way I set up Zoom is I only have like 5 squares on the top, so I didn't even see Lacey in class, and so I didn't even know she was there, to be honest.
How is it like being in class in a room at the Madonna Inn?
Not my favorite setting to be in class, primarily because my mom and my brother were in the room while I was in class, and why they were respectful. My brother was watching wrestling, and he was very antsy to have me get out of class because he's so sweet and he wanted to spend time with me. And we had dinner plans afterwards, so again, and the lighting wasn't that great, so a little difficult. It wasn't the perfect setup, but yeah, it's, what you have to do when you have responsibilities.
Was it hard not talking to Lacey for a whole hour?
No, not
Yes,
really.
it was for me.
Not me, but I was watching wrestling, so I was good.
You were watching wrestling?
Yeah, it was in the hotel room.
Okay.
They had the channel for it.
Pre-COVID, what is something you guys would have done?
Honestly, we probably would have gone to get drinks somewhere to celebrate. We do like to go out a lot here and there, but with COVID, we haven't really seen each other.
Did your mom or brother interrupt your class?
No one interrupted. No. Brian went by a few times while he was on the phone, and I could tell he was either taking video that Diego had asked him to take, or he was on the phone with his friends or on FaceTime with his friends, and so he was telling them like, "Oh, my sister's in class," and he was going by. So a little distracting, but no one interrupted. No.
Was your mom quiet for Lacey's class?
Yeah, she was on her iPad.
Did Lacey say I wasn't quiet?
Lacey! Lacey, I'm very disappointed in you. You're a 32-year-old ass, huh? Somebody was telling me, oh yeah, I was born in 1988, and I was like, that's my big girl.
How did you feel about Diego's bachelor party?
A little jealous, but I was happy that he got to have that experience and got to see his friends, because I know he doesn't get to see them often, and I was able to have some semblance of a bachelorette party, although the real one's coming next year. So.
Do you think Diego is a good match for her?
Yes, I think Diego's a good match. I first met him probably like the first night we went out, like Lacey, Choi, and Diego and I went out. And then I was like, oh my gosh, who is this guy? Like, I've never met him before. And he had like glasses, and I think Diego was wearing like a hat, and like he had his beard. And I was like, huh. And then, yeah, it was so different to see like the dynamic and like their personalities. But I think they're a great match. I think Diego and Lacey are a great match, yes.